one reason to donate to the Union Foundation, I'm going to give you two reasons. Their names, Dean Jackson Singhurst and Tucker Allen Singhurst. I had a friend growing up, and this friend and I, we played basketball together. We shared in the heartaches of breakups together. We did 4-H together and much, much more. But my friend, her mom, had a very difficult job here at Union Hospital, and we all knew that. I just never imagined that I would be Carly's mom's difficult job. In 2015, I reconnected with my husband, who is now my husband, Grant. And in the midst of falling in love, we found out that we were pregnant. Whoops. And instead of expecting one baby, we were pregnant with twins. Pregnancy was everything that we had ever imagined, from the cute belly pictures to the morning sickness and the cravings, and of course, the most important part, the gender reveal and finding out that they were both boys and maybe they would play basketball for IU. New Year's Eve of 2015, I became very ill, and I started vomiting, and quite violently. I had busted blood vessels in my eyes and in my face. I had lower abdominal pain. I could barely stand. I was doubled over in pain, and sitting upright was even a problem for me. That led up until the morning of January the 5th, 2016. At that time, I was employed in the radiology department under the direct supervision of Gail Wilson and Kenna Marshall, and Michelle Stamper, I got it right, just got married, and I always call her Michelle Weiland, and who I hold a very special bond with because of this pregnancy. I had arrived for a 6 a.m. shift, and I was still in severe pain. And I called back to one of my friends, an x-ray, and I said, "What do you suggest I do?" And she said, "Well, Kayla, quit being stubborn and go to labor and delivery." And so I did, and I walked into labor and delivery. They transferred me over to triage, and from there, they went ahead and got me a bed, and I was placed in the labor and delivery room. After several hours of trying to stop the contractions, we received the shocking news that we were going to be delivering our boys. I was 21 weeks. At the time, my husband and I were unmarried. So, my husband, being the amazing man that he is, asked me if I would like to get married while we still had the boys alive and well with us. And I said yes. So my husband and I were married on January the 5th, 2016, here at Union Hospital and the Labor and Delivery Department. We called in a minister, and we called in all the nursing staff and all of our friends and family and said, "Guess what, we're having a wedding." And everybody came. Carly, who I mentioned in the beginning, my friend, her mom is Sue Hoopengartner. And for those of you that do not know who Sue is a member of the bereavement services team here at Union. When Sue walked into our room, our lives changed at that very moment. We asked questions about the delivery, and she explained the process. Like, what would they look like? How long would they live? Would they be in any pain? And then she asked our wishes. And our wishes were to keep the boys here with our Union family and allow for them to pass peacefully. The delivery went well. Dr. Hammonds, the delivery staff, and Sue were all present at the time. And at 6:48 p.m., we welcomed Dean Jackson Singhurst And at 6:59 p.m., we welcomed Tucker Allen Seniors. We had roughly 2 hours with the boys before they later passed, and it was 2 beautiful hours. It was later determined that the complications of our pregnancy were due to a placental abruption. Upon discharge, we did ask that the nurses please allow any and all visitors, that they don't stop that door. We knew at that moment that we were not going to have birthdays. We weren't going to have Christmas mornings. We weren't going to have the first day of kindergarten. This was it. This is all that we got. So please don't stop that door, and please let everybody come in and meet our boys and hold our boys. This was our only moment. That was our celebration. And they did just that. Sue cleaned and she clothed the boys. The nurses brought us dinner and a wedding cake. How amazing is that? Sue took their pictures, she did their fingerprints, their footprints. She wrapped them in blankets for us. She made us personalized memory boxes to take home. And the day that we were discharged, all the funeral arrangements were made. Everything was done for us, even down to picking out their beautiful white casket that we buried them in. It couldn't be more perfect. Sue continues to reach out to us even still to this day on special occasions and holidays with cards or texts or calls. We have memories, beautiful memories, that were shared in such a short amount of time because of loving and caring providers such as yourself that made those moments happen for us. Our story isn't over, and our sons had a purpose. And that purpose may be for me to stand here today and to share this story with you. And it may be for you to sit here and for you to listen to me share this story and shed a few tears. Whatever the reason is, I thank you and I praise you for giving to our family in our time of despair. So please, thank you for giving to our foundation. Thank you.